Thank you, Madam Toastmaster and guests. Have you ever started a Zoom call or perhaps been in a meeting and thought you were on mute, but you weren't? Well, it's never happened to me all the way to this day. Never happened. So my name is Sean Edwards, as Marianne introduced myself, and yes, I am a firefighter. I was born in California, Southern California, a little town called Redlands. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be a firefighter. I always knew I was going to be. I graduated high school in 2002. And when I was 19, I was an EMT driving an ambulance. It was an amazing experience. Somewhere around 2010 or so, I started getting my life kind of together. In that time, I was actually all into music. Yes, I was an EMT and working on the ambulance and having fun doing lots of crazy things. But in my 20s, I was also a musician. I was a front man of a band. As you can tell, yes, I'm not very shy. I do have the gift of gab, and I do have quite an extensive vocabulary, as you can probably tell. Around 2010, I started getting my act together, and I thought, well, I should probably become a firefighter professionally. So I applied with CAL FIRE and what we call Tijuana to Oregon. You can apply to the whole state, and somehow magically I wound up in Pebble Beach. In 2013, I serendipitously met my now wife, who is Allie Daniels. And there is a little relationship with some people in the room, which I'll talk about. And we got married in 2015, and this Halloween will be our 9th year anniversary. We had our child, Victoria, who is now 7, in February of 2017. And she goes to the Carmel River School, where somehow, for some reason, I rose my hand and was elected as the president of the parent-teacher organization this last year. So now I'm serving as the president of the PTO. And no, I do not bring my potty mouth to the school. I promise you that. So that brings me to 2020, the pandemic. And my wife's sister, whom several of us know, and she is a member of this club, Kate Daniels Kurz, she said, you know, you should probably do Toastmasters. And it's actually interesting because Laura, in your introduction, Kate brought you to Toastmasters. And I believe Stephanie's in the room. And I think Kate brought you to Toastmasters as well. Let me take a step back because I actually knew somebody from Toastmasters way back when I first got up here. Every time I would turn on the morning or evening news, I think it was actually the evening news, and that was KSBW, Action News 8, Chief Meteorologist, Carl Thormeyer. And you would not believe my surprise the first time I walked into Toastmasters and there was Carl. Like, oh my God, Carl, you're the man. You're the weatherman. So I think actually I did get his autograph then because I was very starstruck. I did like this guy. And we've become friends ever since. I really enjoyed Toastmasters at that point too, because it brought in the all Zoom, but then slowly it was a hybrid. And that really actually helped me with my professional life because for a long time, I was actually our union chapter president. I would negotiate for the working conditions of our fellow firefighters with management, and I would have to hold meetings. I would have to hold a lot of meetings. Courting 50 to 60 firefighters in a room could not be easy, but then Toastmasters allowed me the opportunity to bring in the best of both worlds, in person and in hybrid. So Toastmasters really did help me with that tremendously. Throughout Toastmasters, I've chosen the presentation mastery pathway, which I'm slowly etching away on, but it has been difficult. And I want to close with that. Toastmasters can be an amazing community. I've met so many of you. I've known Carl for a long time now, from the weatherman to now my evaluator. Rich Gearman is my mentor. He's been fabulous helping me out. Everybody from Tokyo to Switzerland, everybody here. Sometimes it seems like I don't take Toastmasters seriously. And admittedly, I do. And also admittedly, that phone call that you heard, it was a little staged because I do like to be very improv and just kind of have fun with the situation. But I know I need to turn it around, and I know I can do better with Toastmasters. And that's why I'm here, to kind of reintroduce myself, to get back on the pathway, to pave a path forward, to put down the phone and maybe write some speeches here and there. So I hope you enjoyed my reintroduction to the club, and I look forward to seeing all of you in person. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.